We are here with head coach Kelly Mahlum of the Wittenberg women's basketball team. Tigers coming off a win last night at Franklin College. Coach, what do you think?
It was a really good win for us last night. It was a great team win for us last night. I told the team afterwards I was really proud of them for what they did after 10 days off. We ended right before finals against Denison and had a great road win there as well. And then 10 days is a long time to not have a game. And in that 10 days we had finals, and so that's another challenge for the players. And we took some time off from the court a little bit just for them to recover, and I think that helped us. But it was a great road win last night against a pretty good team, and I'm really happy. I hope that carries us into this Thursday.
Yeah, last night freshman Delaney Williams went off for 18 points. Tell us what you've seen out of her lately as she's kind of gained some footing.
Yeah, I think both her and Christy Callis are playing quite a bit for us as freshmen, and they're getting used to the systems that we're running both offensively and defensively. And I think Delaney last night was really locked in offensively, and we ran some plays that helped her score and get to where she needed to go. But Delaney did a great job, and what that means for us is you should be feeding off your point guard, and we did that last night. And once she started to go, everyone started to go with her, so it was great to see her lead in that way.
Talking about feeding off your point guard, you do have a stable of guards and a deep bench. How does that help your system and the flow of offense?
Yeah, and I think it's interesting if you look at our stats, because we actually have no one that's averaging double figures in points right now. But we have many that are between the 7, 8, 9 point area. And I think it's hard for teams to scout us because we can have anyone go off at any night 4 points, and have had that. And Delaney was the person last night, but we've had Christy step up in that role. Alex Keese has stepped up. Sydney has stepped up. So for us to have the depth we do in the perimeter is really great. We could use some more depth in the post position, but I think that for right now we have a strong 9 rotation that is doing great things for us, and they're just getting better and better every time we hit the court, which is a good sign as well.
Yeah, last night Sydney Mel pulled down her second double-digit rebounding effort. How big has she been on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, she struggled a little bit offensive last night. She didn't shoot the ball well, but she was doing other things. She was playing really good defense. She did have 10 rebounds for us, and so she was, when things weren't falling for her on the offensive end, she found other ways to help us positively and kept herself on the court. So, to have someone be your leading rebounder from the perimeter, I think is a good sign. And then we had Christy right behind her with 8. So that was part of the reason, too, that I think we came away with the win that we did, is we held them on the boards. They ended up out-rebounding us by 1, but up to that point, we were really taking care of the boards.
Yeah, and then just 2 seniors on the team this year, Haley and Becca. How much leadership are they providing on and off the floor for such a young team?
Your senior leadership is really invaluable, and I think Haley and Becca are really doing a great job. And whether they're playing a lot or not, they're doing a good job of leading the group and helping specifically the first years, but everyone as they transition through a new year, because you have different transition each year here. And so, Becca's not getting the minutes, but Becca is doing an awesome job in practice of talking and communicating and helping people see what they should be seeing on the offensive end, or providing that support when those players need it. And Haley does the same thing. Haley is one of our starters, and she really is our backbone to our defense. And so while she doesn't put up a lot of points a lot of nights, when she's off the floor, we're not as good defensively. So they're finding their ways to lead. They're doing a good job as seniors of leading this group, and I think the feedback I'm getting from the underclass is that they lean on those two when they need it for various reasons. So they're just doing a great job for us.
And how do you see this going into the future down the stretch, especially down at the Kiwanis tournament?
We have one more game before break, which is tomorrow, Thursday. We're home at 3 o'clock against Heidelberg, and it would really be nice to go into that break. I talked to them about that after the game last night, of going in with a W versus a loss. It's harder to go into a break with a loss, so are really focused on that. And then coming back off of break, we only get a 4-day break, which is short, but the players understand that that's the game of basketball. And then we come into our Kiwanis tournament, and we face Susquehanna first round. And the other teams that are with us is Hanover and Ohio Northern. It's going to be a really tough tournament for us. All 3 of those teams are very strong. So I think it's a good time in our season for us to see that type of competition, so that it helps us get ready again, going back into our conference schedule right at the first week of January.
All right. Any additional thoughts?